Hello. Today we're going to be working on the first part of the physics cheat sheet, otherwise known as the dump. So on the back of your ISN, you should have the dump already started, and we're adding what's over here in the physics section. Once you finish that, we're going to turn to page D, and we're going to set up another section like this so that we can explain what these different things mean. So first, we have the P and the K, kind of like on a little roller coaster. P is for potential energy, which is dependent on height. That's your stored energy. K is for kinetic energy, and it's based on speed, and that's energy in motion. So when you look at something like a roller coaster, the most potential energy is at the top of that first hill, and the most kinetic energy is at the bottom of that first hill where it's moving the fastest. Looking at motion graphs, we have our velocity or speed and time graphs, and we have our distance and time graphs. So on a velocity and time graph, when the line is diagonal like this shows you that the speed is increasing. When the line is straight across, this means that the object is cruising or it's going at a constant speed. And when you have a diagonal line going back down, that's showing you that the speed is decreasing. It's going back towards zero. On a distance time graph, we're looking at the distance the object is going. So a diagonal line like this means that it's going away from the starting point. A horizontal line lets you know that it's stopped, it's not moving anywhere. And a diagonal line coming back down lets you know that it's going back towards its starting point. So make sure you know the difference between the speed or velocity and time graphs and the distance time graphs. Mr. Chen, those are the types of energy that we learned about. M is for mechanical, R is for radiant, C is for chemical, H is for heat, E is for electrical, N is for nuclear. And you should know how to identify the types and be able to identify transformations in energy. We wrote formula chart to remember, for you to remember to always look at your formula chart when you can't figure out an equation. They give you the equation on the formula chart, so don't guess. We drew in one equation, which is the force equals mass times acceleration. When the variables are side by side, that means that you times them. When the variables are above one another, that means you're doing division. So for the force equals mass times acceleration, we put the MA in first. They're next to each other because they times. And we put the F on top. So after that, you cover what you're looking for. If you're looking for mass, you can cover the M. And there goes your equation, force divided by acceleration. If you're looking for acceleration, cover the A. And there's your equation. Acceleration equals force divided by mass. You can use this triangle with any equation. For example, speed equals distance divided by time. So we want to put our distance divided by time in first. So we put the D at the top and the T down here because it's distance divided by time. And you would put your S over here for speed. Okay. So that's how you use the triangle in case you need to manipulate and move an equation around. Other than that, we are through with the first part of the physics dump. Good job and keep up the good work.